It's Hot 937, Hartford's #1 for hip-hop and R&B, and I'm Jenny Boom Boom in the afternoon, and we got 50 Cent with us today.
Yeah, I'm back in the town. I'm doing it.
Yeah, we never see you anymore, 50. Where you been at? You closed up the house or what?
No, they having me running. I was on movie sets all last year. Like, I got 4 films that didn't actually release yet that I worked on. I did 13 Samedi with Mickey Rourke, Jason Statham, and Ray Winston. I did Dead Man Running. It was a UK film that released that. Well, we did the premiere. It didn't actually come out yet. And then I did 12 with Joel Schumacher, Chase Crawford, Emma Roberts. So I've been working, and, you know, I had a chance to write some screenplays, too. So I wrote 3 films. I wrote Before I Self-Destruct.
Oh, okay.
This is my directorial debut, and they'll get a chance to see it within my album packaging. I'm releasing that project, and then I wrote a script called A Gun, and it's about the actual how guns travel from the manufacturing process being purchased by legitimate situations and fall into the hands of other people. So it kind of follows the gun through different people's lives, like Crash.
Wow.
And then I wrote Tomorrow Today. There's another film project that I wrote the script to.
And so you have this album coming out Before I Self-Destruct.
Yeah.
Can I say my theory about your album? I've heard your album.
Go ahead.
I know I'm not supposed to say that I heard it.
No, it's fine.
I don't think that's the album.
No, it is.
That's the full album.
Wait.
The album that's in the streets, the 16 cuts, that is the whole album.
Yeah. Because what I wanted to do is I wanted to keep the album shorter so people could actually listen to my ideas this time.
So did you release that? Did you leak the album?
No. The album leaked from it being shipped for international plans to press the actual CD. You know, I could tell by the actual version that actually came out. And then I would have been upset if it leaked in pieces, but because it leaked in its entirety, people get a chance to...
Yeah, but that's so rare for, like, a whole album to leak. That's so rare. Like,
it's because it was shipped to the plant, mixed and mastered and ready, and they had to when you got to ship in advance if you're going to manufacture enough CDs to do the kind of numbers my projects do the first week. You know, like, if you're selling a third of what you're shipping, you know, traditionally it would be 2-3 million records being shipped. So they got to get out ahead of that to create that many copies.
The thing about you, though, and I know this about you, is that you're a competitive person.
Absolutely.
So now you have this album that's out already, so you have to hope and pray that the consumer will not obtain this album before, you know, and not buy it.
No, so already, all you got to do is get the response. The response is so good that I know that the record is a hit. So whether they consumed it from actually purchasing it, or they got it off the web, or wherever they got it from, when they hear it and they enjoy it, they end up at the show.
Is that what you're focused on now, not album sales anymore?
Well, I can't. How could I focus on album sales at a point where my record is released 4 weeks before schedule? The marketing, everything is planned to actually sell the actual record is happening 4 weeks late. Now the record is out a month early. You know, those things are happening after they've had the opportunity to hear it. And it's confirmation to the doubters that the record wouldn't be good.
The record is, the album is incredible. My favorite song so far is So Disrespectful. Where I thought, and I actually spoke to Nelson earlier about this, I thought at first I had to bring it back like 8 times, because I thought you took a shot at Jeezy, and I was like, Jeezy? What's going on? and what you said about Jay at the beginning.
Yeah.
That he won't respond. And
he's a big man. In his head, he's too big to respond. That's what I said. And hip-hop, I mean, I feel like I've accomplished a lot also, but I don't feel like I'm bigger than the art form that allowed me to have this success. You know, that's just me personally. My views on actual things. Everybody has a right to conduct themselves the way they deem appropriate.
Well, I mean, I wonder, you know, every day you are in the news for something.
Yeah.
Do you ever get tired of it?
Nope. See,
are you an attention whore, 50?
No, you know what I am? I'm aware of me generating interest based on that. When there's nothing going on, they make stuff. Okay, it just shows you that, you know, that there obviously is a connection somewhere. You know, for them to continuously to do things without me, to go make things happen. And I'm going, what did they, or somebody just made that up. I was just on someone's mind.
So, first of all, I have to ask you, what's happening? Why Kelly Rowland?
Kelly, that was hot. Like, that was a good
It was
idea.
a surprise.
Yeah. I ran into Kelly at the Latin VMAs.
Mm.
I was there performing with Winston Yandel. A song we did together called Mujeres in the Club. They actually nominated for a Grammy for that record. And I saw her and I was like, yo, I wanted to see if I could actually get her to come, because she was on her way back to Miami. And I didn't want to ask her on the spot, so I just asked for management, you know?
Yeah.
And then I got them and was like, yo, I really want to do it with her, let her come out to do it, and it worked out.
Yeah, well, Baby by Me, that's a dope song, a dope video.
You saw the video?
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I think everybody is going to like even the song, but sometimes the visual enhances the song.
Oh, well, I like the song anyway.
Right.
But, you know, I really believe that, honestly. Like, I think Neo is a genius when it comes to singing hooks.
You know, Neo is more than a great singer. He's a talented writer. You know, and because, I mean, at some points he's got to know when to just do what someone else offers. Because his habits are to only sing what he wrote. But sometimes it's cool to take a hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if someone else wrote the chorus, or it's like I just made that move with him.
Right.
Because I wrote the record and it was a hit the way I wrote it. But
you knew
I knew
that he would, it would be hot.
You see what I'm saying? So at the same time, when I could be at a point where you have that growth and you say, you know what, I'm gonna take it. Let's do it your way, because it'll work. Because I'm listening to it and I'm like, this is hot too. It's not what my idea was, but this is hot too.
Right.
You know, and he might find himself at that point at some point in his career.
Well, Fitzy, I mean, I know you have to go, but I just wanted to ask you a couple more questions. First of all, I wonder, do you ever regret any of the beats that you started?
I didn't start any.
Do you ever regret ending anybody's career?
No. See, what happens is when you generate more interest and the artist is trying to be competitive with you.
Well, I know that you and Rick Ross had incredible album sales during your beef. Like, it actually helped both of you.
That was actually, it did nothing for me outside of Ray's viewership on ThisIsRicky.com.
No, and also, on top of that, your album sales went up.
My album wasn't out.
Yeah, but previous albums, I thought you had better album sales because of that. I thought I had read that. No.
You know what happened is Rick dropped Mafia music before he dropped his actual single. That was a ploy to get some attention. Mm-hmm. And I knew what it was, but I didn't mind competing because I knew it would destroy him. He'd feel that spotlight for that time period, and then when I move on to something else, he's in the dark. It's the same situation I went through with Fat Joe. Like, we're competing during Blood in the Sand. He's going off saying all kind of stuff while he's getting ready to release his record. I released a mixtape the day his record released and had more downloads of a free CD than his actual CD that's being marketed and promoted by a major record company. Then following that, the next album that comes out sells 8,300 copies because no one's paying attention. I'm busy competing with Rick. Now, after Rick Ross' album comes out, and Def Jam spent twice the marketing dollars that they spent on Rick Ross to get the same results they got on Jadakiss. And they released Triple C's, and he sells 4,000 copies.
Yeah, I heard that. Wow. That's crazy.
That's the death blow. When I hit them with the death blow.
Well, I think you predicted that, didn't you? Like 2 weeks ago?
They're looking for him to just die right in front of them when I hit him. It's like the Chinese internal bleeding type of situation. Boom! 6 months later, watch what happened. The next CD they drop, you see the damage.